So today is pretty chill, relaxing day. The weather is still really crap outside. So I've not stepped outside the house. I did really want to go for a run today. I was like trying to convince myself that I'll do it. I was even saying like I'll do it just because it'll be a sequence in the vlog and it'll make the vlog longer. That still might happen. I hate running. I hate it, but I don't do any exercise, and I would ideally really like to get back into playing football, especially here in Italy, because football is a huge thing here, and I think I'm quite competitive. They're very passionate about their football, so I think it would just be a good mix. It's also a really good way of learning the language because I would be completely immersed in the language while playing football, so I think I would learn it very quickly. Anyways, I can't start playing football again unless I build my fitness back up. And if I want to build my fitness back up, that means going for runs, even though I hate running. Anyways, somebody asked me if I'm missing Ireland at all. And I thought to myself, I'm actually not. Like, I think my friends asked me, was I going to an event? I think there's like a movie premiere. I think it's the new Spider-Man movie. Not sure when it's out. I think the premiere is on like June 1st, and I probably won't be back in Ireland for that. Maybe not, just because I have Ascot on the 23rd as well, so I'm trying to minimise the amount of travel that I'm doing in the next kind of couple of weeks / month. But we will see, because I do have to fly home at some point to get fitted for a suit for Ascot. But anyways, I shall digress. But it just got my brain thinking of like, do I actually miss certain elements from Ireland? And the obvious answer would be, yeah, my family and my very close friends. I don't really miss going to events all that much, because I only really go to events to hang out with friends that I don't get to see that often. So obviously I just miss seeing them and not the actual attending of events. But what I do miss, what I really miss, are meanies. If you don't know what meanies are, they are like a savoury crisp that you get in Ireland. I think you can probably get them in the UK, but I've only seen them in Ireland, and I miss them so much. Oh my god, you would not believe the craving I have for meanies right now. Okay, so it's now like 10 p.m. Today's vlog has gone live, just about to end this vlog, but because I didn't leave the house today or do anything even remotely exciting, I decided to put a question box up on my Instagram, and I'll answer those questions here on the vlog. Jonathan Quigley asked, who's the most stylish actor of all time? I think depending on what style you like, it's probably going to be either like a more rugged style like James Dean or a more classic style like Gary Cooper. In my opinion, it is between Gary Cooper and Cary Grant. No question. Philly asked, are you having a good day? Well, it's 10 p.m. now, but I did have a good day. Despite the weather being pretty crap and not even leaving the house, I did have a good day. Dookie asked, do you have a favourite clothing brand? Not really. Maybe Ralph Lauren. I don't really own anything Ralph Lauren, but I do really like their aesthetic. But I wouldn't say I have a particular favourite. I more like the style of clothes rather than specific brands. And the style of clothes that I like are available from a lot of different brands. Anya, I think your name is, because I've no idea how to say your username. What makes a good timepiece, and what is your dream timepiece? And then she says, look at me saying timepiece, because that's what I say in my videos. What makes a good timepiece? I mean, if you want to get technical, something that's like Swiss made, handmade, hand assembled, made out of precious metals, all that sort of stuff. I mean, it's quote unquote, that's what makes a good watch. But I think what makes a good watch is one that you can wear every day, goes with pretty much every outfit that you own, and tells the time. Anything after that then is just like a bonus. My dream watch would be a JLC Reverso. It's been one of my like grail watches for years and years and years. and I will own one day, but that day just has not come yet. Ivan asked, did you try the Broderick perfume? So the reason he's mentioning that brand is the linen suit that I wore at the derby and stuff. They're from Broderick. I got them here in Italy. I did not try the Broderick perfume, no. Tez asked, have you ever played an instrument, and if not, what is an instrument you wish you could play? So I can play the drums. Now, if an actual drummer watched me play the drums, they would probably be like, your technique is absolutely awful. But I can actually play the drums. Like I can listen to a song a few times and then pretty much play the song back within reason. Like I'm not going to be able to play like Slipknot or something like super technical back, but for the most part, like your pop punk songs, like a Paramore track or something along those lines, I can play those on the drums. But I do wish that I could play guitar or piano. Next tattoo idea. I know you just got your thigh down, so I did get my thigh done, and then I got my chest piece finished. My next tattoo goals are probably not like a new one. It'll be like to finish off my arms. Well, I suppose they're probably new ones, like, but like finish off this koi fish and then add to the rest of the sleeve. So like finish off both of my arms, and then there's these gaps in my neck that really bother me, so I'll fill those out a little bit. And then with my friend Lucas, we are planning a big piece, which is my back. Not looking forward to the pain of that, but I'm looking forward to that big project with Lucas, because he's a good friend of mine. So Dom Dags asked, where did you get your fashion sense from? So I've answered this before in a get to know me video, and I get asked it anytime I'm interviewed on any sort of podcast or anything else like that. My dad was in the military and my granddad wore suits every single day for as long as I knew him, so I think that's where I get my love for formal clothing from. Yeah, I think that kind of sums it up in short. What is your definition of happiness? Being able to wake up every day and doing whatever the hell you want. That's the definition. That makes you happy, so therefore that's my definition of happiness. Happiness is freedom, and having the freedom to wake up and do whatever makes you happy, do whatever you want. Yeah, I hope that answers that question. What got you interested in the types of clothing or the era of clothing that you typically wear? So as I said, my dad was in the military, and then my granddad wore a suit every day for as long as I knew him. But I think once I started to get into like men's fashion, and particularly like the formal and like classic menswear, I slowly started to gravitate towards the more kind of vintage aesthetics of like the 1940s. I just felt the silhouettes were a lot nicer. I just felt the cuts of the suits were a lot nicer, and the little style details I just thought were just a lot more interesting, I think. Recommendations for people to build a wardrobe like yours on a budget. So you need to understand what the foundations of that wardrobe is, what the basics are, and then you can go find those basics from brands that fit within your budget, and then as your budget increases, you can then shop better quality garments from higher quality brands. What is your favorite music genre? Do you play music while you're getting ready for the day? So I don't really have a favorite genre. Like my favorite band is Bring Me the Horizon, and even they don't really fit within a genre anymore. So they used to be like metalcore, and then they were more like rock metal, and then they, yeah, God knows what sort of genre they even fit in now. Like they'll bring out a song and it'll be like quite heavy, and then they'll bring out another song and it's quite poppy or pop punky. So I think that band sums up the fact that I don't really have a favorite genre. Like I like everything from Bring the Horizon, who would be like considered a metal band, to Post Malone, who's considered a rapper, to Drake Milligan, who is a country western singer. So yeah, it's quite eclectic.
Me, I'm what you call eclectic.
What's that?
Plug your box in the wall and it gives you power, stupid. Not electric, eclectic, stupid.
What did you think of the US while you're there, and when will you visit next? I absolutely loved it in America. It was so much fun. The people are so nice, so warm, so welcoming and friendly. Now, I do understand that will probably change from state to state to some degree, and it probably has a little bit to do with the fact that I have an Irish accent, and obviously a lot of people in America have Irish ancestry, so they're obviously going to be a little nicer to me because they feel that there's some sort of connection there. But I absolutely loved it, and I don't have any concrete plans to go back yet, but I will be back, and I can't wait to be back. Did you take a course in photography, or was it just a natural eye talent that you nurtured? So I was doing photography for about a year or two before I did go and study photography. I have a higher national diploma in photography and digital imaging, which I done like, God, what was it? In the late 2000s or something like that. It was when that really bad recession hit and there was like no jobs to be had. So I went and studied because I hate being bored. Being bored is like my idea of hell. I couldn't sit around all day doing nothing, so I went to college. No disrespect to the college, I did not learn a single thing about photography while I studied there, but it was just really good being a creative surrounded by other creatives. So I learned more from my fellow students than I did from the course or the tutors, if that makes sense. It's no disrespect to the college, but photography is one of those things that your passion will teach you. So if you're passionate about it, you'll do it more, and the more you do it, the better you get at it. So I wouldn't waste your money going to study photography in college. Go study business, so then you can learn how to monetize your passion. But yeah, your passion will teach you those things, whether it's music, whether it's photography, videography, anything along those lines. If you're passionate about it, you'll do it. The more you do it, the better you get at it. What age were you when you started, or were you inspired to dress as vintage as you do? I'd say the inspiration started when I was very, very young, like maybe like 10 or 11, but it wasn't until my 20s when I started to like go out and get a job and start to earn my own money and go out and buy my own clothes. And clothes that I wanted. And then as you mature, you're less worried about what people think about you, so you dress whatever way you want to dress. So I would say I've been dressing the way I dress now since my early 20s. What is your dream outfit, shoes, watch, fragrance? So anything that is 100% bespoke and probably from Savile Row. So I don't know, like a full bespoke 3-piece from like Huntsman on Savile Row, and then I don't know, maybe like a bespoke pair of shoes from John Lobb, something like that, a bespoke shirt from Emma Willis, and then the watch, the JLC Reverso. That would be my dream outfit. 99% of it completely custom made, and then the Reverso to finish it all off. Does coffee taste different in other countries? Is it stronger or weaker? I wouldn't say that it's stronger or weaker. I would say that it's either good or it's not good. No disrespect to my American audience, every single cup of coffee that I got in America was absolutely garbage. It was like tar, it was undrinkable, and it was just awful. In Amsterdam, it was okay because we were in a really nice hotel, but then the second I got back to Italy, it was like back to good coffee, because coffee is like completely entwined into the culture here. So the coffee is pretty good in Italy. So I wouldn't say that it's stronger or weaker, it's just better. And on that note, my phone has died, so therefore I can't answer any more questions. So I'll end the vlog there. I think I'll make every Friday a little Q&A day, just because it makes it easier for me to make these vlogs on a regular basis. I'm gonna go have a glass of wine, watch something on the television before I go to bed. So remember to be nice to people, be nice to yourself. I love you guys. Goodbye.